Have you ever noticed how some women over 60 seem to walk into a room and immediately look taller, more elegant, and completely effortless, while others of the exact same height and age somehow appear smaller, even hidden inside their clothes? Here's the truth. It's not about height alone. It's about knowing the right fashion rules that work for petite women after 60. And once you understand them, your style completely transforms. You'll not only look taller, but you'll also radiate a quiet confidence that feels timeless, refined, and incredibly chic. Too often, women over 60 are told to cover up, play it safe, or stick with clothes that are supposedly age appropriate. But here's the secret. Those outdated rules are exactly what makes so many petite women look older and shorter than they really are. The good news? With just a few small changes, you can instantly shift the way your body looks in clothes without sacrificing comfort or your own unique personality. In this video, I'm sharing 10 fashion rules every petite woman over 60 should know. These aren't complicated formulas or expensive trends. They are timeless strategies, tested and true, that will help you master proportion, choose the right colors, pick the best fabrics, and even use accessories in a way that elevates your look rather than overwhelms it. Whether you're getting dressed for a casual lunch, a family gathering, or a special occasion, these rules will make sure your outfits highlight your best features while keeping you comfortable and confident. By the end of this video, you'll see how small tweaks can make a big difference in how the world perceives you, and more importantly, how you see yourself. So, are you ready to unlock these style secrets? Let's dive into the very first rule, one that can completely change the way you see your reflection in the mirror. One of the most common reasons petite women over 60 feel swallowed by their clothes is proportion. Think of it this way. Fashion is all about balance. When the lines of your outfit are cut in the right place, your body looks instantly taller, leaner, and more elegant, without adding a single inch to your actual height. Take Linda, for example. She's 67 years old, barely 5 feet tall, and for years she wore tunic-style tops that hit mid-thigh. She thought they were hiding her stomach, but in reality, they were cutting her legs in half and making her entire frame look shorter. The moment she switched to a slightly shorter blouse that skimmed her hips and paired it with ankle-length trousers, she looked at least 2 inches taller and much more polished. Here's the myth. Many women believe that the more fabric they wear, the more they can cover up. But for petite women, excess fabric almost always works against you. Instead of looking comfortable and chic, oversized pieces can overwhelm your frame and add unnecessary bulk. The solution is to focus on proportions that elongate your silhouette, cropped jackets that hit right at the waist, high-waisted trousers paired with a tucked-in blouse, or skirts that end just above or below the knee. These small adjustments create the illusion of longer legs and a taller figure. When you master proportion, you control where the eye travels, and that's the ultimate style advantage. Another tip, pay attention to hemlines. Pants that graze the ankle or just cover the top of your shoes create a vertical line that lengthens the leg. Combine this with shoes in a similar color tone, and suddenly your entire look flows seamlessly from top to bottom. Remember, petite fashion after 60 doesn't mean restricting yourself. It means choosing smart proportions that flatter you at every angle. It's about structure and softness working together to highlight your elegance. Now that we've mastered proportion, let's talk about the second rule, color. Because once you know how to balance your outfit, the shades you choose can double the effect and create a look that feels modern, graceful, and unforgettable. If proportion sets the foundation for your look, color is the paint that brings it to life. And for petite women over 60, the smartest choice you can make is embracing monochrome and neutral tones. Why? Because color has the ability to shape how the eye reads your body. When you wear one continuous shade from head to toe, or colors that are close in tone, you create an unbroken vertical line. That line makes you appear taller, slimmer, and infinitely more sophisticated. Think about Linda again. After she learned to adjust her proportions, she also let go of her bold, floral tops in bright reds, yellows, and busy patterns. Instead, she tried a soft beige pantsuit with a matching blouse. The result? Her friends immediately noticed she looked taller, slimmer, and more polished. She hadn't changed her weight or her height, just the color she chose. Here's the myth. Many women believe that as they get older, they need more color to avoid looking washed out. But piling on too many contrasting shades or oversized prints actually distracts from your natural elegance. The truth is, a well-chosen monochrome outfit in neutrals like beige, navy, soft gray, or ivory does far more for your appearance. It creates a sense of quiet luxury that feels modern, timeless, and flattering for women of every age. If you're worried about looking plain, remember, monochrome doesn't mean boring. It's about playing with textures within the same color family. Imagine a cream silk blouse tucked into ivory trousers, topped with a soft knit cardigan. The variation in fabric adds richness without breaking up your vertical line. Another advantage of neutrals is their versatility. These shades mix and match effortlessly, making it easier to build a wardrobe where every piece works together. That means less stress when getting dressed and more confidence every time you step out the door. For petite women, the magic of monochrome lies in how it tricks the eye. Without sharp breaks in color, your body appears elongated, your outfit looks intentional, and your style feels undeniably elegant. Now that we've unlocked the power of color, it's time to talk about the details that complete your look, accessories. Because the right necklace, handbag, or pair of earrings can elevate your entire outfit, but too much can drag it down. Accessories are often described as the finishing touch, but for petite women over 60, they're much more than that. They can make or break your entire look. Because of your smaller frame, the wrong accessory can overwhelm you, while the right one can instantly elevate your style to polished sophistication. Take Carol, for instance. At 62, she loved statement jewelry and oversized handbags. But every time she wore a chunky necklace with large earrings, it dominated her outfit and drew attention away from her natural elegance. The first time she switched to a delicate gold chain and a structured medium-sized handbag, her friends told her she looked lighter, fresher, and more modern. Here's the myth. Many believe accessories are where you should go big to show personality. But when you're petite, oversized accessories actually work against you. Instead of adding style, they add weight. Large tote bags, chunky belts, or bold bangles can make your frame look smaller and less balanced. The solution is to adopt a less but better philosophy. Choose a medium or small crossbody or shoulder bag that doesn't hang too low. Opt for jewelry with refined lines, simple studs, a pendant necklace, or a slim bracelet. Scarves can still work beautifully, but pick lightweight fabrics and smaller prints that won't overwhelm your neckline. Accessories are also where you can add subtle personality without disrupting the clean lines of your outfit. Think of a silk scarf in soft neutrals, a watch with a classic leather strap, or shoes with a small metallic detail. These pieces whisper elegance rather than shout for attention. The best part? High-quality, minimalist accessories never go out of style. They blend seamlessly into any outfit. Whether you're dressing for brunch, travel, or a family celebration, by curating a few versatile pieces, you'll always look intentional and refined without effort. Now that you've mastered the art of accessories, let's move upward and talk about something just as powerful, the neckline. Because the shape of your collar can determine whether your face and body look elongated or boxed in. When it comes to creating height and elegance, few details are as underestimated as the neckline. For petite women over 60, the right neckline doesn't just flatter your face, it reshapes the way your entire body's perceived. Think of Margaret, a 65-year-old who always wore high crewneck sweaters. She thought they made her look classic and conservative. But what she didn't realize was that the high neckline visually shortened her neck and made her shoulders look broader, giving her frame a boxy effect. When she switched to a soft V-neck cardigan in a neutral shade, the difference was striking. Her neck looked longer, her posture more open, and her overall silhouette slimmer. Here's the myth. Many women believe high necklines hide signs of aging around the neck and chest. The truth is, these styles often do the opposite. They draw the eye upward and emphasize exactly what you're trying to minimize. Instead of hiding, they confine. The key is to create vertical openness. Necklines like V-necks, scoop necks, and gentle boat necks elongate the upper body, allowing the eye to travel smoothly from the face downward. Even a button-up shirt left slightly open at the collar can achieve this effect. It's not about showing too much, it's about showing just enough to balance proportion and create elegance. Another overlooked option is layering with the neckline in mind. A slim V-neck sweater under a tailored blazer not only elongates but also adds structure and polish. For evening wear, a wrap-style dress with a softly draped neckline is both flattering and timeless. The rule is simple. When in doubt, choose openness over restriction. Your face and posture will appear lifted, and your overall look will feel lighter and more graceful. And once you've found the neckline that works for you, the next step is just as important, the length of your pants and skirts. Because if your hemlines aren't right, even the best neckline won't save your silhouette. If proportion is the frame of your outfit and neckline draws the eye upward, then hemlines are what finish the picture. For petite women over 60, the right pant or skirt length is one of the most powerful ways to look taller, leaner, and more polished. Take Susan, a 63-year-old who loved wearing wide-leg trousers that pulled around her shoes. She thought the extra fabric gave her a dramatic, fashion-forward vibe. In reality, the pants dragged on the ground, made her legs look shorter, and pulled her whole frame downward. When she tried ankle-grazing pants with a subtle taper, the change was instant. She looked lighter on her feet and noticeably taller. Here's the myth. Many believe longer skirts and pants always elongate the body, but too much length, especially when fabric gathers at the ankles or drags on the floor, can do the exact opposite. Instead of elongating, it cuts off your line and makes you appear shorter. For pants, aim for lengths that either hit right above the ankle or skim the top of your shoes. Cropped trousers can work beautifully if they're tailored slim and paired with shoes in a similar color, creating one continuous line. For skirts, knee length or just below the knee is the sweet spot. Midi skirts that fall mid-calf can work, but only if they're styled with shoes that elongate your leg line, like nude or low-contrast heels. Another secret, avoid heavy cuffs or thick hemlines. They visually weigh down your lower half and stop the eye from flowing smoothly. Instead, choose clean finishes that keep the look sleek and modern. Hemlines are not about following trends, they're about guiding the eye. The right length gives you a lifted, streamlined appearance that feels elegant at any age. Now that we've refined the art of hemlines, it's time to move on to perhaps the most important accessory of all, shoes. Because the right pair not only supports your body, but can completely transform how tall and graceful you appear. If there is one element that can transform how tall, elegant, and confident a petite woman over 60 looks, it's shoes. Shoes aren't just about comfort. They're about proportion, posture, and presence. The wrong pair can make you look shorter or less polished, but the right pair can lengthen your silhouette instantly, all while keeping you comfortable. Consider Evelyn, age 66. For years, she swore by thick, heavy platform sandals because she believed the extra height would make her look taller. The problem? The bulk of the shoe weighed down her frame, and the thick straps cut her legs visually in half. When she switched to nude-colored pointed flats, something magical happened. Her legs looked longer, her outfit lighter, and she walked with more ease. Here's the myth. Many women think they must wear high heels to look taller, but heels that are too high, especially stilettos, often lead to discomfort and poor posture, which can make you look less graceful over time. True elegance is never about pain, it's about balance. The solution is to focus on shapes and tones that elongate your legs without overwhelming them. Nude or skin tone shoes are a petite woman's best friend because they blend seamlessly with your legs, creating an unbroken line. Pointed toe flats or low kitten heels can give you the illusion of height without strain. Slingbacks or elegant loafers in neutral shades also work beautifully, especially when paired with ankle-length trousers or skirts that hit just below the knee. Avoid shoes with thick ankle straps, chunky soles, or bold contrasting colors against your skin tone. These styles visually cut off the leg and reduce your vertical line. The same goes for heavy boots that rise mid-calf. Unless styled with matching tights or trousers, they tend to shorten the leg line. Comfort is also key. At 60 and beyond, your feet deserve support. Look for cushioned insoles, block heels under 2 inches, or stylish sneakers in sleek silhouettes. Yes, sneakers can be chic. A clean, all-white leather sneaker paired with slim pants and a blazer creates a modern look that feels both youthful and elegant. The best part about investing in the right shoes is that they multiply the impact of everything else you wear. Proportions, colors, hemlines, they all look better when your footwear complements your frame. Think of shoes as the exclamation point to your outfit. Subtle, intentional, but powerful. Shoes may be the foundation of elegance, but they're only part of the picture. To truly balance your proportions, you also need to consider what frames your face, your hair, and the right hairstyle can be just as powerful in making you look taller, fresher, and more vibrant. Clothing may shape your body, but your hairstyle frames your face, and for petite women over 60, the wrong cut can easily throw off your proportions. A well-chosen hairstyle doesn't just flatter your features, it balances your overall look and can even add the illusion of height. Take Janet, a 64-year-old with a naturally petite build. For decades, she wore her hair long and straight, falling well past her shoulders. While it looked youthful when she was younger, the length eventually pulled her features downward and made her frame appear smaller. When she decided to cut her hair into a layered bob that grazed just below her chin, something changed instantly. Her neck looked longer, her face brighter, and her posture more lifted. Here's the myth. Many women believe that long hair is always more feminine, but in reality, ultra-long styles can overwhelm a petite woman's frame, especially after 60 when volume naturally decreases. Instead of making you look softer, it can drag you down. The truth is, shorter or medium-length styles often bring more freshness and elegance. Soft layers, textured bobs, or shoulder-length cuts with gentle waves create volume in the right places without adding heaviness. These styles frame the face beautifully while keeping the proportions of your head and body balanced. Another tip? Avoid hairstyles that are too flat. A little lift at the crown or soft side-swept bangs can elongate your profile and add youthful energy. And don't be afraid to embrace your natural gray or silver. It can look stunning when paired with a modern, well-shaped cut. Think of your hairstyle as part of your outfit. Just like clothing, it should enhance your presence, not overpower it. When your hair has movement, structure, and a touch of softness, it complements the clean lines of petite fashion perfectly. Now that we've refined how your hair frames your face, it's time to turn back to your wardrobe and look at another game-changing factor: fabric and patterns. Because the textures and prints you choose can either elevate your elegance or weigh your look down completely. When it comes to style after 60, fabric choice is just as important as cut. For petite women, the textures and patterns you wear can either enhance your elegance or completely overwhelm your frame. The secret lies in choosing fabrics that move with you and patterns that complement rather than compete. Take Maria, a 61-year-old who adored bold, oversized floral prints. She believed the dramatic patterns made her outfits look cheerful and lively. But on her petite frame, the large motifs felt heavy and distracting, drawing attention away from her natural features. When she switched to smaller, more delicate prints, like subtle polka dots and fine stripes, her outfit suddenly looked refined and balanced. People noticed her first, not just her clothes. Here's the myth. Many women think that louder fabrics and bigger prints make a stronger style statement. The truth? They often drown out your silhouette. For petite women, less is truly more. Lightweight fabrics like silk, fine wool, and soft cotton create clean lines that flatter rather than bulk up your frame. Avoid stiff, heavy materials that add volume in the wrong places. Patterns follow the same rule. Opt for smaller, tighter designs that harmonize with your size. Subtle plaids, microflorals, or monochrome prints create visual interest without overwhelming you. If you love stripes, go for vertical ones. They naturally elongate the body, making you look taller. Another trick? Combine fabric and pattern to create depth. A textured knit in a neutral tone or a chiffon blouse with a delicate print adds dimension without breaking your vertical line. It's about polish and ease working together. Fabrics that feel good on the skin while quietly elevating your appearance. One more note, don't shy away from solid fabrics in timeless colors. A simple navy sheath dress in a soft drape can be more powerful and elegant than the loudest patterned garment. With the right cut and material, simplicity always reads as confidence. When you learn to use fabric and pattern as tools, your wardrobe becomes a collection of pieces that highlight you, not hide you. And speaking of highlighting, how do you add layers without drowning in fabric? That's where the art of layering comes in, a crucial skill for petite women who want style and comfort in every season. Layering is one of the hallmarks of elegant style. It adds depth, warmth, and interest to an outfit. But for petite women over 60, layering can be tricky. Too many layers or bulky fabrics can easily overwhelm a smaller frame. The key is to layer with intention, keeping the look sleek, light, and proportionate. Take Diane, a 68-year-old who loved cozy, oversized cardigans. She would often throw one over her blouse and trousers, thinking it looked relaxed and age-appropriate. Instead, the heavy knit made her look shorter and swallowed her figure. When she swapped it for a lightweight cropped cardigan paired with a tailored blazer, the difference was striking. Her outfit looked structured yet soft, polished yet comfortable. Here's the myth: layering always means adding bulk. In truth, smart layering creates structure without weight. For petites, this means choosing thinner fabrics that can be stacked without looking heavy. Think of a silk blouse under a fitted blazer or a slim turtleneck beneath a tailored jacket. These combinations add richness without drowning your frame. Another strategy: mind the length of your outer layers. Long coats that drag to the calf can cut your vertical line, while jackets that skim the hip or mid-thigh elongate your figure. Belted coats also work beautifully as they define the waist and create a balanced silhouette. Color plays a role too. Layering in similar tones like beige with ivory or navy with denim creates harmony that elongates rather than chops your look. Add a scarf in a complementary shade for texture, but keep it lightweight so it doesn't overpower your neckline. Elegant layering is about polish and ease working together. Each piece should complement the next without competing. The result is a refined look that feels intentional, modern, and comfortable for any occasion. Now that we've built a wardrobe of flattering pieces, there's one final rule that ties everything together. It's not about clothes at all, it's about the way you carry yourself. Because true elegance isn't just worn, it's lived. Clothes, shoes, and accessories can transform your appearance. But the most powerful style tool petite women over 60 possess is something no store can sell: confidence. The way you carry yourself, the tilt of your chin, the steadiness of your walk, the warmth of your smile, can elevate even the simplest outfit into something unforgettable. Take Carol, a 62-year-old who often felt invisible in social gatherings. She wore classic, well-fitted clothing, but her shoulders were slouched and she avoided eye contact. When a friend encouraged her to straighten her posture, walk with intention, and smile more freely, everything shifted. Suddenly, people noticed her energy first, not just her clothing. A simple black dress and flats looked radiant because she wore them with assurance. Here's the myth: many believe elegance is only about expensive outfits or following strict fashion rules. But the truth is, style is 50% clothing and 50% attitude. Without confidence, even the most luxurious wardrobe can fall flat. With it, a simple blouse and trousers can look like quiet luxury. So how do you embody confidence? Start with posture, stand tall, shoulders back, core engaged. Petite women instantly gain visual height just by carrying themselves upright. Next, practice ease. Don't fidget with your clothing or apologize for how you look. Move with grace, even if slowly. Elegance is never rushed. Your smile is another powerful accessory. At 60 and beyond, your life experience is your greatest beauty. A warm, genuine smile softens features, brightens the face, and makes every outfit feel approachable yet refined. Confidence also comes from embracing authenticity. Wear clothes that reflect who you are, not who you think you should be. If neutrals feel too plain, add a silk scarf in your favorite shade. If flats make you feel more secure than heels, own them with pride. True elegance is not about copying someone else's style. It's about refining your own. And finally, remember that confidence grows with practice. The more you dress with intention and carry yourself with assurance, the more natural it becomes. With time, elegance becomes effortless because it's no longer just about fashion. It's about presence. Attitude and confidence complete the circle of style. They ensure that every proportion, color, accessory, and fabric choice works in harmony. Without them, even the best outfit remains unfinished. With them, you transform from simply dressed to truly unforgettable. Now that we've explored all 10 rules, let's step back and reflect on how these principles come together. Because fashion over 60 isn't about limitation, it's about liberation. And that's exactly what we'll recap in our closing thoughts. We've just walked through 10 timeless fashion rules every petite woman over 60 should know. From mastering proportion and choosing monochrome tones, to picking the right accessories, necklines, hemlines, shoes, and even hairstyles, each step was designed to highlight your natural elegance. And we can't forget fabrics, layering, and the most powerful rule of all, carrying yourself with confidence. But here's the beautiful truth. These are not rigid rules meant to box you in. They are tools, guidelines you can use to express your personality, your story, and your unique beauty at this stage of life. Fashion after 60 isn't about hiding or pretending to be younger. It's about embracing who you are now and letting your wardrobe reflect the wisdom, joy, and freedom you've earned. Think back to the women we mentioned, Linda, Carol, Susan, Maria. Each one discovered that small changes made the biggest difference. A hemline adjusted, a neckline opened, a hairstyle refreshed. None of these shifts required a complete makeover. Instead, they allowed each woman to step into her own version of quiet luxury, polished comfort, and graceful confidence. And that's the gift of style after 60, the freedom to choose what feels both timeless and true to you. Your clothes should never make you feel smaller or less than. They should lift you, empower you, and remind the world that elegance has no age limit. So which of these 10 rules spoke to you the most? Will you experiment with monochrome colors, try a new haircut, or finally invest in that perfect pair of shoes? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments below. And if you have a friend who's petite and navigating her style after 60, pass this video along. Sometimes one small tip is all it takes to change how we see ourselves in the mirror. Remember, your 60s are not the end of style. They're the beginning of a new chapter. Walk tall, smile often, and let your elegance shine.